Welcome! Chances are you never heard of me or my unique approach to sustainable weight loss. So let me first introduce myself. My name is Stavros Mastrogiannis and I've been in the weight loss field for over 27 years. I'm probably one of the few fitness professionals who did not get into the weight loss field because I love fitness. I got into the fitness field back in 1992 because I realized most fitness professionals don't understand people like me who want to be in shape but don't necessarily want to spend all the free time in the gym or watching everything I eat. So I got into the weight loss field to help people who want to lose weight and improve their health, but just like me, don't want to spend all the free time working out or planning their diet. Early in my fitness career, it became very obvious to me that there was something seriously wrong with many of the popular advice on weight loss and health. Think about it. In the past 25 years, we have more than doubled the amount of money we spend per year on weight loss products and services, and yet during the same time, obesity rate has tripled. Isn't it pretty obvious that something's seriously wrong here? The funny part is that when I would bring this up in conversation with other fitness professionals, I would usually get the same answer. There's nothing wrong with the weight loss approaches, but people don't have the priorities straight. They would give me sayings like, you can take the horse to water, but you can't make them drink. Yes, I do agree with that quote, but when you have 95% of the people unable to stick with the current methods of weight loss, you gotta ask the question, is there something wrong with 95% of the population? Or is there something wrong with the way we approach weight loss? After 27 years in the weight loss field, I can finally answer the question with certainty. There's nothing wrong with the people, but there's definitely something seriously wrong with the way we approach weight loss. You see, the solution to sustainable and healthy weight loss has two parts. Part one is having the right information. In other words, what healthy behaviors we need to engage in order to have a lean and healthy body. Unfortunately, there's a lot of confusion and debate as to what are the healthiest behaviors we should be engaging in for best weight loss and health. It took the first 15 years of my fitness career to figure what are the best behaviors that we should be engaging in for best health and weight loss. What made a huge difference in finding the answer was not my schooling, but my upbringing. I was raised in Greece on an island where people lived long, healthy lives free from the diseases that most people in the West are suffering from, including cancer. When I was living there, I actually thought cancer was a rare disease. Also, thin was the norm. Out of 350 kids in my school, literally 3 kids were overweight. What I realized was the way we lived and ate in Greece completely contradicted what I was learning in school about weight loss and how to improve our health. It's an unfortunate fact that special interest groups have great influence as to what is taught in our schools, what we see on TV, and what recommendations our government gives us on diet and health. These days, it's extremely easy to manipulate studies to show whatever you want to prove. Over my long fitness career, I read hundreds of research studies, scrutinized over hundreds of healthy behaviors, trying to determine if they were truly beneficial or they were simply profitable for some company, and that is why they were pushing them. Over the years, I identified 6 healthy behaviors that stood up to all the scrutiny and have been proven to have the biggest effect on people's weight and health. The 3 of these 6 healthy behaviors, which I consider the most important ones, I realized very few programs teach. I call these 3 healthy behaviors the how to eat habits. Did you know you could eat the exact same food and amount of food, but depending on how you ate the food, it could affect your weight and health completely differently? If you look at healthy regions around the world, although the foods they eat very little, they all follow these 3 how to eat behaviors. What I also found very interesting is that although all the Mediterranean cultures follow these 3 how to eat behaviors, all the research papers and articles I have read on Mediterranean diet hardly ever mention these 3 very healthy behaviors. I wonder why. Could it be the fact that when you engage in these three healthy behaviors, you end up eating a lot less food naturally without feeling deprived? And most of the research you see on diets is paid by food companies. It's not in the best interest of food companies for people to eat less. What I also found very disturbing was the fact that in all my nutritional courses I took, none of these three healthy behaviors ever mentioned. These three behaviors have to do with learning to eat out of true hunger, learning to eat slowly and mindfully, and knowing when to stop eating without counting or measuring anything by simply paying attention to your body. How many of the popular diets do you know that teach people how to eat out of true hunger and how to listen to their body? Very few, if any. Back in 2011, I did an experiment to prove how important these three how to eat behaviors were. Are you familiar with the documentary Super Size Me? Mr. Spurlock ate at McDonald's, I think, for 1 month and gained something like 26 pounds and got very unhealthy. Well, in 2011, I did the same experiment, but with a few minor changes. First of all, my experiment was 2 months long, and just like Mr. Spurlock, I ate most of McDonald's. I did eat some Burger King too, but it was only burgers and fries. However, unlike Mr. Spurlock, I followed my three how to eat behaviors that I teach to my clients. I ate only when hungry, I ate slowly and mindfully, and I stopped eating when I satisfied my hunger. What a concept. Do you know what happened to my weight and health after eating fast food burgers and fries for 2 months? Nothing. My weight pretty much stayed the same, and my cholesterol actually went down 10 points. The point I was trying to prove was not that fast food is healthy for you, because it's not. What I was trying to prove was that eating, how you eat is as important as what you eat. This is something that unfortunately very few diets and very few mainstream nutritionists teach people. The other healthy habits that I consider very important are deal with exercising and what to eat more of and what to eat less of. Now, even if you learn everything about these 6 healthy behaviors, it will not make any difference in your health or weight unless you can apply them into your life without burning yourself out. That is the second part of the solution to sustainable weight loss, which unfortunately most weight loss programs don't teach. Most diets and weight loss programs make the assumption that once people see results, they'll be motivated to keep going, so they only focus on getting people results as fast as possible. Unfortunately, that theory is not true, and don't take my word for it. Just look at the statistics. Around 95% of the people who lose weight end up regaining the weight back. If seeing results was motivating enough to keep going, then how come the vast majority of people regain the weight back? The fact is, the best results in the world will not keep anyone motivated if the results were achieved through a method that is overwhelming. The simple fact is, the way most weight loss programs approach weight loss is overwhelming for the vast majority of people. You see, when I lived in Greece, nobody worried about their health or weight, and yet we were able to maintain our good health effortlessly. How? All the healthy behaviors that kept us in shape were habitual behaviors woven into our everyday life. In other words, we did not have to think or to be motivated to engage in those behaviors. They were automatic behaviors run by our subconscious mind. If you look at all the weight loss and diet programs on the market today, they have one thing in common. They rely on the conscious mind to do all the work, and that is the problem. As you might already know, we all have a conscious and subconscious mind. The conscious mind is our manual control, and the subconscious mind is our autopilot. According to cognitive neuroscientists, 95% of our day is run by our subconscious mind and only 5% by our conscious mind. The reason for that is because our conscious mind has very limited processing power. It can only process something like 40 bits of data per second, whereas the subconscious mind can process over 40 million bits of data per second. Basically, your conscious mind can only do one thing at a time, and if your conscious mind is counting calories, measuring your food, guess what it's not doing? It's not paying attention to the flavor of the food or simply enjoying the meal. The end result is that you get less enjoyment out of eating, and that is why diets that require measuring or counting you end up feeling deprived and quitting. The bottom line is this. All the weight loss and diet programs in the market today rely on the conscious mind to maintain the healthy behaviors, whereas in the healthy region around the world, through the traditions, they have trained the subconscious mind to take over all the healthy behaviors that are keeping them in shape. By making all the healthy behaviors habitual, it frees up your conscious mind to focus on the fun stuff in life, like enjoying what you're eating. Can you now see why most weight loss programs on the market today, people end up regaining the weight back? This is where my simple way to vibrant health online coaching system differs greatly from all other weight loss and diet programs. With my program, you will not just learn the 6 healthy behaviors you should be engaging in, but you will also learn how to make all 6 healthy behaviors habitual and part of your everyday life. It would be like putting your weight loss program on autopilot. By doing this, it will free up your mind to still enjoy life as you're losing weight and improving your health. So, how do you make these 6 healthy behaviors habitual? It's actually very easy. But first, you must have the right mindset for change. This is where the 7 healthy habits that I teach my clients come in. The first behavior you will be learning with my system has nothing to do with exercising or diet, but how to develop the right mindset for change. By developing the right mindset for change, it will make developing the 6 healthy behaviors a much easier process. So let me explain how the whole system works. As I mentioned earlier, the key to sustainable weight loss is to make habitual all the healthy behaviors that will help you achieve the lean and healthy body you want. The best way to develop new habitual behaviors is to work on developing one at a time. Trying to develop more than one healthy behavior at a time almost always leads to burnout. The whole system is broken down into 7 simple steps. At each step, you will learn one healthy behavior and how to make it completely habitual and part of your everyday life. Here are the steps. In step 1, you will learn how to develop the right mindset for change. In step 2, you will learn a simple exercise routine and how to make it completely habitual. In step 3, you will learn how to take regular breaks from food, something similar to intermittent fasting, but in this step you will also learn how to make this behavior completely habitual so you will not have to think to engage in it. In step 4, you will learn how to eat out of true hunger most of the time. We don't believe in perfection. In step 5, you will learn how to eat slowly and mindfully and stop eating when you have satisfied your hunger. 100% of my clients that develop these first 3 eating habits lose weight and improve their health, although they haven't changed what they eat. In step 6, you will learn how to make junk food special. Notice, I didn't say eliminate, but make them special. Look, junk food is here to stay. We don't need to eliminate them in order to be lean and healthy, but we need to treat them as treats. In step 7, you will learn how to increase the amount of fruits and vegetables you eat and cut down the amount of meat that you eat. Don't worry, we're not going to make you a vegan, but we do eat way too much meat in our society. During this whole process, you will have access to your personal coach via the app and an email. Your coach will help you overcome any obstacles that get in your way of developing each habit and answer any questions that you might have. One of my first clients that went through my system when I finally completed it was Emily, and that was I think around 5 years ago. I met Emily at a fitness fair. Emily had pretty much tried every weight loss and diet program she could find, including all the popular ones, with the same results. She would lose the weight and then she would regain all the way back. After I explained to her how my system worked, she got interested and she decided to give my system a try. Over the following 6 months, she lost around 40 pounds. Now, what surprised her the most was not that she lost the 40 pounds. Now, she had lost the same amount of weight with all the other programs too. What surprised her was that she did not struggle to lose the weight like she did with most of the other programs that she had tried. You know, it has been over 4 years since she lost the weight. Until today, she's able to keep the weight off with ease. I know there's a lot of weight loss and diet programs out there that can help you lose weight and get in shape. But when it comes to sustainable weight loss and vibrant health, you'll be hard-pressed to find one that is more effective than my Simple Way to Vibrant Health online coaching system. I created my system from the ground up with one goal in mind: healthy weight loss that can be easily maintained for life. If that sounds like something you're looking for, I urge you to give my system a try. You will be surprised how simple the whole process of losing weight and getting in shape really is. There is no counting calories, no counting points or measuring your food, and there's definitely no crazy workouts either. If you're looking for a simple way to lose weight and keep it off for life, I truly hope you give my system a try. To sign up, just click on the button below. I hope to see you inside.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here